Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We are live, kicking it with you guys, breaking down this NHL slate. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We are here with, I believe, our third episode here, breaking down the NHL hockey slate. That's what we're going to be doing here, guys. I'm in a hockey capper here. We got the hockey helmet on. We're ready to rock. I've been doing this for, about 5 years. We're going on 28 years old. So just a little bit about myself. I got service two guys at PickCity.com. I've been doing that for about 3 years now myself. And we're up, I believe, 86 units in the last 3 years. So we've been doing this for a while. Let's keep cashing some tickets. What's going on, V. Barry? Thanks for tuning in, my man. Everyone else, thanks for tuning in, guys. We got a full slate today here. 10 games on the card, 3 AHL games. We'll go over those very shortly at the end of the show here. But, let's get right into it here, guys. We are 81-66 year-to-date, up 20 units. Been just crushing the market this week. AHL, we went 4-0. And NHL, we were 1-1. Didn't like the card too much yesterday. And today it's going to be a tough one, guys. We're going to talk this one out and hopefully come up with some more plays. I have so far, let me just pull it up here. I believe I have 3 best bets rocking and rolling right now. What's going on, DX? We got the bookie gang in here. What's going on, guys? Yeah, I got 2. I added another one. What did I add? So far, 2 best bets, though. Looking at the totals. Let's see if we can add some more, guys. Let's get right into it. First one on the docket here is going to be the New York Islanders versus your Pittsburgh Penguins. Varlamov, and I'm looking at DeSmith here, guys. He already started the last couple games, 3 games, I believe, and DeSmith could get the start here. He's 4-1 with a 2.84 goals against and a .885 save percentage. That's quite alarming, guys. You want to see a save percentage right around .9915. .92 is good, but .915 is around, that's a goalie that can win you some games. DeSmith, as good as that 2.84 goals against is, .885 save percentage is not too good. Their penalty kill is 25th, and their power play is 24th. I would be looking towards the Islanders here, guys. Yeah, DX is just saying here the goaltending does it stinks. I'd have to lean towards the Islanders. They're playing really good hockey right now. They just beat the Buffalo Sabres. They're beat up on them. They were a team asleep at the wheel. I was looking at the over here, actually, guys. I believe it was, let me just get the phone here. I believe the line was, I think it was a 5.5 total here. I would be looking at the over. Pittsburgh can put the puck in the net. They got 4 lines that are deep. As good as New York Islanders have been, they're 10th in net penalties, guys. That's something you want to take note of. Net penalties. That's the difference between taking penalties and giving penalties. So pretty much You want to be in the plus is what I'm trying to say here. So teams like the Islanders are 10th, Pittsburgh's 20th. So that just tells you they're taking a little more penalties than they are forcing them. So as DX is just saying here, sorry guys, shaking the table here, is Islanders starting to play defense, but the over seems like a reasonable look. Pittsburgh, they got to start putting the puck in the net. They don't win games 1-0, 2-0. That's the way the Islanders are going to win the game. What else can I tell you guys about this? Pittsburgh, they're just such an old core. As you guys know, they got the new managers in place there. But I'm going to be short and sweet, guys. I don't want to be going on too much about, even though we are breaking down the games here, I don't want to go on too much about it. I do want the lines, so I'm just going to pull up Bet365 here. That's one of our local books we use here in Canada. So let's see what we got going on right now. It's quite a public book, so the favorites are usually juiced pretty high here, guys. So right now we're looking at the Islanders and the Penguins, 5.5, 1.86. So definitely money's coming on the over. I'd be looking towards the over there. And Islanders are 1.95. I think that line should be. I use decimal odds too, so 1.95 would be about -105 for you guys. I think that line should be about 1.8, -120 for the Islanders. I'd be looking the Islanders here, guys, as our guy DX, and V Barry's also leaning towards the over. I think that could be. I stronger lean here, guys, towards the over, and side be looking towards the Islanders. Next game here, New Jersey Devils, Boston Bruins. Blackwood, didn't see this guy coming back this quick. He had some issues with COVID. Heard he had some breathing problems. He took it pretty hard. He's a young guy, only about 24 years old. He's younger than me, but he took it pretty hard, but he bounced back strong. This guy's he's 3-0 on the year. I don't count the ties, guys. Screw the ties. I only count wins and losses. So 3-0 on the year. He hasn't lost yet in regulation. He's got a 1.92 goals against and a .948 save percentage. .948, guys. It's one of the best in the league. And his opposition here is more than likely going to be Halak. who's 4-0, hasn't lost in regulation as well, with a 1.38 goals against average and a .938 save percentage. These are the two best. You're not going to get a better goalie matchup than this one right here, guys. I would be looking towards the under. He's younger than you two, DX. There you go. He's younger than a lot of us. Yeah, I'd be looking towards Blackwood Halak under here. You have to. Net penalty, 28-26. So that's not the greatest sign. That just tells you there might be some power play opportunities where this was the only issue I had here, guys. If the Devils are going to be taking penalties in this game, they're screwed. You're going up against a eighth best power play in the league, and the Devils have the worst penalty kill, and that's dating back to the beginning of the year. So Boston's got the second best penalty kill. The power play for the Devils hasn't been too strong, but once they get a lot of guys back, Heischer, Bratt, they just sent Maltsov, one of their Russian prospects, back to the Binghamton. So once these guys start coming into play, getting a lot more healthier, they got one of the best goalies. Blackwood's going to be a top 5 goalie for years to come. So I'd be looking towards the first period under. It could get crazy as the game goes on, but I'm gonna lock that one in after this show. Hopefully the line doesn't move too much, guys. But first period under. Let me write this one in the spreadsheet here for the clients too. Here we're gonna do first period under. Total. Bear with me here, guys. Cold day up here again, guys. We're looking at -15. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's a chilly one here today. We got the snow going on. Shout out to everyone down south in Texas. Wish I could send you guys some of these toques. They're very warm. What we are looking at the under in New Jersey Devils, Boston Bruins, first period. Hopefully we're getting that at about 1.9 -110 for you guys. So that's going to be one of the best bets. We're adding that one first period under New Jersey Devils, Boston Bruins. As long as the Devils stay out of the box, the Devils get in the box early, we might be sweating this one out. But I like the under here. Next game on the docket here, guys. Ottawa, Toronto, Hogberg, Hutchinson. So you're getting the backups going here tonight. 2-1 game last night. Expect these floodgates to open right up. First period over. Look at a lot of overs here, in my opinion. Hutchinson, he's going to get his first start. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but I'm saying that's about 95%, maybe even 99%. There's no way Hutchinson's going again on a back-to-back. He's played about 10 games in a row, too. So you're looking at Hogberg, Hutchinson. Hogberg's 2-5 with a 4.32 goals against and a .860 save percentage. This guy's not ready for the NHL yet. He's been getting lit up. Ottawa, if this team starts feeling themselves, getting hot, they just added Dzingel back. They need the offense. They know they got to get some more firepower. They were a little too slow with Paquette and the other guy they got rid of. But I would definitely be looking at an over here. Toronto, they're starting to hear it a bit. I know some of the local paper there are giving it to Nylander, some of the second line, third line guys. So look for Toronto. I would expect Toronto to not wake up, but third time seeing each other too. You're going to know each other's tendencies on the ice. You're getting weaker goalies. You don't have Hutchinson or Murray, so it's going to be a lot easier for the players. I would definitely be looking at an over here. What do we got here? Bet 365. It's only 1.86 to the over 6.5, and they could have made this 7, to be honest. There's no way this isn't hitting at least 6 goals. 3-3 can go to overtime. Ottawa's been really scrappy against these Ontario, Quebec teams. So look for this one. Ottawa win the game. Who knows? But let's see here. Yeah, DX is saying Hogberg with the emoji with the old the poop face. That's well summed up. And our guy V Barry here likes Toronto first period over. Got to cover puck line soon, huh? Yeah, I would think there's going to be a lot of goals, so that would be better for a puck line. If you think there's going to be an under, you don't want to be taking too many puck lines. If you think the game's going under, you think the game's going over, a better chance of a puck line. Excuse me. Oh, I had a little burp there. Didn't come out anyway. Ottawa team total is plus 125. And is that 2.5 or 3.5 there, DX? Let me see if I can just pull that up right now. Ottawa team total over would definitely be another good look here, guys. Hutchinson, you have no numbers for him this year. He's 51 and 52 with a 2.80 goals against and a .905 save percentage. That doesn't really mean much. I can tell you from watching this guy, he's bounced around. He was in Colorado, now he's back in Toronto. more of an AHL guy again. He's getting up there in age too. Doesn't move too quick. He should get beat against this Ottawa team that's much faster, one of the quicker teams in the league. So, yeah, Ottawa team total over 2.5 plus 125 is juicy. Do I have that? That's a great look, guys. I can't bet that, but if you can bet that, I would definitely look to the Ottawa team total over. As good as Toronto's been, what do we have here? Third best power play, but the penalty kill here, guys, is 19th and 24th. Save percentage has been good for Toronto, but that's been all with Anderson. Now that Hutchinson's going, I don't like it. Also, guys, Ottawa's 11th to net penalties, so that tells you they're forcing the penalties on the opponents, and they're not taking as many. They're 11th, where Toronto's actually 27th. So Toronto, they're taking some penalties and not forcing them. That's not a good sign. So I would be looking over team total over Ottawa, and yeah, puck line Toronto. One of our guys, Barry was saying, if one of these days they're going to cover. Yeah, it's just tough when certain teams really get up for Toronto. Ottawa is definitely one of them. Montreal is usually one of them. Playing those West Coast teams, that's where I would definitely look at Toronto. Like, they beat up on Vancouver. Even I think they can beat Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg. It's when they play these East Coast teams, they seem to have a battle. They really show up, Montreal and Ottawa. So, yeah, let's move on to the next one here, guys. We're really going on about this Canadian match. You can tell we're from up north. Next one here, guys. This is one of the best bets. Nashville Columbus. We're looking at the total of over 5.5. You have some really weak penalty kills here, guys. 30th and 28th in the league. Columbus is 4th in net penalties, so they're forcing a lot of penalties on the opponents. Nashville's playing very, very. To be honest, I haven't watched many of their games, but from the box scores, they're just playing very. No emotion. Their coach, I don't know what they're doing. Like, they got a lot of fire on these guys' asses for Nashville because they got nothing in the tank, really. I don't know what's going on. They got guys out like Johansson, Spiza. They got some key guys there still, but there's no reason why they shouldn't be winning some more games than they are. Their goaltending situation has not been good with Saros and Rene. I'm looking at Saros here going 3-4 with a 3.66 goals against and a .880 save percentage, which is god awful. So I'd have to look to the over. Columbus has been losing games because they've been blowing them late. Their defense has been just abysmal, just brutal. You're going to have Lincoln's going too for Columbus, who, yeah, he's 2-2 on the year with a 2.95 goals against and a .906 save percentage. So he's borderline on our good, bad kind of goalies, teeter-tottering. I would be looking at the over and Columbus here, guys. I like what I've been seeing from Columbus. They played Carolina. They've been playing some good hockey teams and having some bad puck luck too, in my opinion. But they didn't bring over these guys in Roslovich and Line A for no reason. They're not defensive guys. That's the problem. With Dubois, with the Columbus team used to be, especially, what the biggest issue is, guys, plain and simple with this Columbus team is Werenski. Zach Werenski, you don't realize how big of a piece this guy is, but defensively, he's super accountable. It just keeps the whole team accountable. It seems like the goalie plays better with him, especially Korpisalo. Korpisalo has been just awful of late, and he moves the pucks up to the forwards. He's great on the power play. Werenski's their captain, and with him out, this Columbus team, they're not defensively accountable anymore, and they're tough. They're not closing the door on teams. In Nashville, they're going to be a scrappy team here. They got to start winning some games if they want any hopes of the playoffs, which is almost out the window at this point. So Nashville, Columbus, I really like the over here, guys. 5.5. Pull the trigger there. I got that at 1.97, I believe. Expect that line to move. That's why I hit it on the overnight. What do we got here? 5.5, 1.9. Pull the trigger, guys. That's one of my favorite on the card. Nashville, Columbus, over, even first period over. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Backup for Columbus, likely. Yeah, that's what Viber is saying. Need Nashville to find the net and get going. Isn't that the truth? One of the guys on the team, Nick Cousins, I've been talking about on the show. He's from Belleville, same age as me. Grew up with him, played some golf with the guy. He's a good lad and all, but he's a bit of a nutcase out there. Like, if he's not with a team and a coach that's like, he needs to be on the island or someone that's super accountable. This Nashville team's just, I don't know what they're doing. Their team's lost. And certain guys like Nick Cousins, to be honest, he's not the greatest guy to be on the team right now. They got to start winning some games, because until then you can't back them to win, in my opinion. But they definitely can score some goals, I think. Defenseman, I always forget his name. Yossi, he's got to get it going too. Canadian kid there with the beard, Ellis, he's got to get it going. So I would lean to the over. Columbus should win this game, but I don't feel confident enough to take it with Mercer Lincolns, even though you expect him to play better. But I don't like what I've been seeing from this Columbus defense in front of him. So let's pull a trigger on the over. DX is saying Preds are a poor team. They are a very poor team. And like I said, it just seems like the core is a shit show. I don't know what the core of what the team is, who the coach is there, John Hayes or whatever. He's a bum. Can't stand him. I hope you hear this, John. The reason the Devils got rid of you should be with Binghamton. Shouldn't even be in Binghamton. You should be an assistant. You should be putting the pucks out, collecting the pucks out of the back of the net, John. You're a bum. Anyway, enough of that. New York Rangers, Philadelphia Flyers. Let's move on to the next game here. Enough about the Nashville Columbus, but we love the over 5.5. Pull the trigger there, guys. New York Rangers, Philadelphia Flyers. Gorgiev and Hart are going to be going here today, guys. Gorgiev, he's not having the year he did last year. He's had some problems, as you guys know, with D'Angelo. He's out the window now. Shesterkin there, he's really trying to battle for that first spot. When Lundqvist was there, he was starting to age a little bit, and Gorgiev was looking like the guy. But Shesterkin, I was watching him here in the AHL, and he was just tearing it up, so they had to give him a chance. And Shesterkin's going to be a goalie to watch out for. But again, there's a lot of problems within that team right now. I don't know what's going on, similar to Nashville, but they're not putting the puck in the net right now, the Rangers. They're going to be going up against Philadelphia here, who I have 29th on the penalty kill. So you got a weak penalty kill team here in Philadelphia, who also do not average the most net penalties right now. They're 18th in the league in net penalties, so they're not forcing many. They're, you could say, taking a little more, where the Rangers are actually forcing a lot more penalties and not taking many, as 8th as in net penalties. So 9th penalty kill, 2 for the Rangers. Gorgiev going, Hart. What do you guys like here? What do you guys say? Philly is about 4 forwards still out, I believe, and that is very true. Thank you for reminding me. Let me see if I can bring that up really quickly here. I know if you have Giroux out, that's huge right there. Hopefully we don't lag too much here, guys. Let's see here. Philly. Holy jeez, it's a laundry list. Holy jeez. Okay, backup goalie, Ratcliffe, Konechny, Frost, Wade Allison, don't know you. Vorobov, don't know you. Voracek, Lindblom, Lawton, Laxizitsky, Giroux, Forster, Braun. Wow. So let's talk about this AHL team then for the Philadelphia Flyers. That's the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Lehigh Valley do not have them. They don't have most of the guys in the AHL team that were good in Frost and I know Morgan Frost, they're already up on the team. They don't have much guys in the AHL system right now. Yeah, the Lehigh Valley Phantoms have never been much of a goal-scoring team in the last 3 years, so don't expect much offensive power coming up now with all these guys out. Wow, that's a lot of guys out. Thanks for bringing that up. Panarin should be back for the Rangers, and I do see Panarin off the injury list as well. We just have Jack Johnson, Jacob Trouba, and Philip Schittle. I forgot his mess up his name. Hiddle. Anyway, he's a great player, but he's still on the IR. So with that being said, Gorgiev, I like Gorgiev. Hart, he's 5-2, and I don't like Hart. I don't trust Hart, guys. He's a much better goalie at home. Rangers got to get it going. And they also have Miller back, Andre Miller. He's another defenseman that's been really tearing it up for him. He's back in the lineup too. So you got to be looking the Rangers here. You do. They get the stronger penalty code. They're defensively accountable right now, the Rangers. They're defensively accountable. It's the offense they have offense too. And they're going up against a team here that's missing. This is a Rangers play. Hey guys. This is a Rangers play. Doesn't it all make sense? I don't love it, but 4-7 versus 8-3. Carter Hart. This team hasn't played in a while too. Teams that haven't played in a while have been very poor in their first game back. So yeah, I'm gonna lock in the Rangers here too. So another addition along with the first period under in Boston and the Rangers, guys. Come on, Pen. We're adding the Holy jeez, I'm so excited. We're going to do first period money line on the Rangers. What's that line at there? Hey, Rags. Let's see here, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Mr. Gogster here, Ego47 on Twitter. That's where you guys can find me. And I got some links below there if you guys want to subscribe and check out any packages we have available to you, NHL AHL style, baby. Let's see here. Rangers, first period. Where are you? 2.0, baby. Plus money. Take that one. Check it off the list. First period, New York Rangers. Love that one. And the Rangers have been folding though during games. That's what make me a little iffy on about this play. You know what? Let's not get. You could say not get cute. We're taking the first period. I'm gonna just take the first period here, guys, with the New York Rangers. I like them here. They haven't had too many COVID issues. They got Panarin back. Defenseman's back. Philly hasn't played in a while. Laundry list of injuries. Carter Hart. Give him some time. He could allow a goal first period easily. They have Shesterkin possibly here, but I have Gorgiev. Either Shesterkin or Gorgiev going, guys. I like either or. New York Rangers first period. Let's cash it. Next game here. Buffalo, Washington. We're looking at Lindmus Allmarks, that sweet guy, versus Vitek Vanasek. Vanasek's still going to be going here, guys, but look out for Samsonov. He's going to be coming back to the team. He had another stint with the Hershey Bears. He won the game last night 2-1. We were on that one for our backers there. And looking at Vanasek here, he's 6-3 with a 3.06 goals against, 0.906 save percentage. He's 6-3. That's pretty damn impressive for a guy that hasn't played any games in the NHL till this year. And now he's going up against a Buffalo team who I expect Buffalo, is their third game since their COVID. They, three shots in the first period, none in the game before. They're going to come out strong here, I imagine, against a Washington team who's 29th in net penalties. So they're taking penalties and not forcing nearly as many. Penalty kills 13th, very average. Save percentage is 25th in the league. I don't like that. Buffalo's is 26th. I'll be looking at I got first period Buffalo here, guys, on the bounce back spot and the over. Even if Buffalo does go up early, I'd also possibly be looking at a Washington live bet on Washington. I don't see that being a bad play. I would give the advantage though to Buffalo with Allmark and net here, 2.63 save or goals against with a 0.912 save percentage. So advantage, in my opinion, to Allmark, even though he hasn't played many games. We're looking at the best team here in net penalties. So that just tells you that this team's forcing a lot of penalties on their opponents, and they're not taking many. So Buffalo, they also have the fifth best power play before the break. So this team was putting the puck in the back of the net. Look for it to continue eventually here, guys. Third game back. See if there's any injuries here. As our guy V-Berry was going on. What's going on in the chat here, guys? Washington is going to love catching Sabres tonight. Yeah, I could see them coming back here in this game as well, V-Berry. Definitely lean over as well. I've been with you all games except for this one. So you're leaning on Washington here, ADX? Yeah, I can see them coming back possibly in this game. Washington is healthy now. That's exactly what we're going to just take a look at, is the Washington lineup. Yeah, so just Pino is a great centerman, young guy. Kepney. Anyway, drawing a blank there. And Maltson, and I'm butchering these guys' names, guys. Sorry right now. Montour still out. That's a big defenseman right now for Buffalo. If he can come back, that's a huge addition. Cousins, still a young guy. Gergensen and Lazar. So they're pretty much healthy too, Sabres. I'd have to look at an over here. Vanasek is playing. I don't like this game. This isn't one of the favorite ones on the card by any means, guys. But lean towards Buffalo in the first period. The over 6.5. Which is, again, a little bit on the high side. Let's see what we're looking at here. 6.5. Excuse me, I'm drinking coffee, a little scratchy on the voice. 6.5, Allmark, Vanasek, Buffalo, Washington. Sorry, it's down to 6 now. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Straight up, that's a good play right there. Buffalo, Washington, over 6. You're playing. It's just a great recipe for Buffalo right now. They're playing a Washington team that's has been playing too accountable. They have a goalie too in Vanasek that's making like his 11 start in a row, 10 start in a row. So this is a great over spot. I think that was 6.5 last night. It's moved down. The under must have taken some money, but that should go up again to 6.5. You can get 6. Minus 120, I'd pull the trigger there. That would be the stronger luck for sure, guys. Over 6, Buffalo first period. 3 plays, and even Washington live, because if it's going to go over, you're going to think there's going to be more goals. So that meaning you can make money hitting both sides pretty much. If you're looking at unders, obviously it's going to be tougher to hit both sides if you think it's going to be lower scoring. But yeah, let's move on to the next one here, guys. 3 more to go. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. 25 minutes in. And yeah, we're rocking and rolling. We've had 2 additions with the New York Rangers first period and the New Jersey Devils Boston first period under. Previous best bets that were also locked in were Nashville Columbus over 5.5. What else do we have here? And you know what? Sorry, guys. I don't know if I told you about this, but New York Islanders Pittsburgh, we did lock in the over 5.5 there. Sorry about that, guys. That slipped my mind. I got that at 1.92, so about minus 110. I think Varlamov to Smith. I think it's going to be an over situation. Pittsburgh's going to open it up. So will the Islanders. They're healthy again. Let's rock the over 5.5. So there's 4 plays in total there. Moving on, though, we'll go over the best bets at the end of the show as well, guys. Don't you worry. San Jose, St. Louis, Martin Jones and Jordan Binghamton here. Big advantage. This is one of the strongest goalie advantages here with Jordan Binghamton over Jones. Jones here 6-4, 3.7 goals against, 0.873 save percentage. And then this is the big discrepancy. Binghamton, 2.37 goals against, 0.918 save percentage. So he's right in that margin there, 0.18 between 0.915 and 0.92. That's what we like to back for goalies, and this fits the bill. Only problem is here with St. Louis is they're a heavy favorite for a reason. I was even looking at trying to take them on the 3-way, guys. The 3-way today, and it was pretty juiced. 1.76. Geez, that's like minus 130, 135. So puck line, every time I take a puck line, guys, though, it's the kiss of death. I swear to God. I take a puck line, it loses or they win by 1 goal 9 out of 10. So I don't want to jinx anyone that has the St. Louis Blues on the puck line tonight. I'm going to stay off this one, but maybe even eat parlay pieces, guys. Money line to be safe. I think St. Louis definitely gets the job done here. San Jose, they even got some injuries now too, as you guys know. Carlson, I believe, is still out. Yeah, Carlson's actually day-to-day, so he could be a game-time decision. And another defenseman, Samik. He's a good player. I was watching him, but he got hammered in the boards there a couple games back, and he is also out. So, yeah, St. Louis all day. Jazz, baby, those blues. Play the blues. There's the saxophone there. That's the tenor. Tenor or the alto? What do we got, DX? Anyways, guys, let's move on to the next game here. I'd be looking at St. Louis and a parlay piece. You know what? If you want, this is a little ballsy, is even parlaying St. Louis to every single one of these best bets, which I got 4 of them. If you want to parlay St. Louis on the money line to every single one of them, as I say that. Only issue we have with that, guys, is St. Louis's numbers here are not that impressive. They're 26th in the penalty kill, 26th in power play, 31st in net penalties. That's the problem. They're taking way too many penalties, and they're not forcing enough. This game could go under, if anything. Yeah, don't do that, parlay. Yeah, bad idea. Yeah, there goes all your bets, all your hard work earned because of one game. Yeah, don't listen to me there. Anyways, yeah, that's where we got the chat here. Great guys, DX Filer and V Barry. Check them out on Twitter there. Anyways, let's get back to this one. Jones, Binghamton. Yeah, just not liking what I'm seeing from St. Louis here. The line is out of sorts. If we had a better number here on St. Louis, yeah, we could take it and feel good about it. But 1.74, let's lay off this one, guys. Appreciate that, DX. I needed to hear that. Every time you just need a little splash in the face and, wake up, Eric. Wake up, Gog. Don't take that play. Don't do that. Thank you. Moving on to the next game here, guys. 2 more left to go. Quick and Kemper. LA Kings versus your Arizona Coyotes. The Coyote call. Oh, sorry about that. Quick, 3-2, 3.42 goals against, 0.887 save percentage. We don't like that save percentage from Quick. He is coming off a shutout against the Minnesota Wild, but excuse me, the Wild came off the COVID and they were not anything you wanted to see from a team. This is similar to the spot with Philadelphia, similar to Buffalo, similar to all these teams that come off COVID. They're very slow to start things off, and LA Kings definitely benefited from that. We gave out the Kings there in our predictions tweet there on Twitter. Check that out, guys. We'll give out a predictions tweet once or twice a week, and we'll give you guys predictions for all the NHL and AHL games, so it gives you an idea of what we like. Quick, prove it to us again. Exactly, V-Berry. Do it again. Quick is he's lost his touch. He's more like he's stuck in mud, that guy. But no, you got to give him credit. Good for Quickie to get his shutout there. He's an older guy. I believe he's up in his 30s there. But anyway, enough about Quick. Kemper, he's 5-6 with a 2.26 goals against. So he's 5-6, but he's just benefited from it, or he's been faltered, I guess, or his team hasn't scored enough goals for him. 2.26 is a great goals against, even though he's 5-6 with a .91 save percentage, 919 save percentage. So you like what you see from Kemper here. This was the one that had my head scratching all night on this one here, guys. 7th and 8th in penalty kills, so they're right neck and neck in the penalty kill. Good penalty kills, if you ask me. 11th power play for LA Kings, 19th power play for the Arizona Coyotes, and they're 3rd and 9th in net penalties. So they're both forcing a lot of penalties. They're quick teams, similar teams, actually, if you think about it. LA Kings, don't think they're an old team. They're actually quite a young team nowadays. Look out for Pettersson, too. He's going to be a star. This kid, he can save 40 pucks a night. I've watched him in the AHL for the Ontario Reign, and can't say enough about Cal Pettersson. Love the guy. I don't think he's going to get to start. He very well could, though. If Cal's going, this could be a great underspot here. Defensively, these teams are actually pretty accountable, surprisingly, for the LA Kings. Frick, Sodergren, don't know him. Athanasiou, everyone knows him. Lizotte and Walker. So they're missing a couple players still, LA Kings, but they got guys, as I'm looking at here, guys. Kempe, this Velarde guy, look out for him. He was a stud. Who else here? Bjornfoot, a couple older guys here. Carter, as you guys know, Brown and Kopitar, Doughty. They still got their core group. Kind of reminds me of a Chicago Blackhawks team when they had, Kane, Duncan, Taze. This LA Kings team, they could be a sneaky team this year. If Cal Pettersson can play some good hockey behind them, don't sleep on this LA Kings team. This Arizona Coyotes team as well, guys. They're playing scrappy as well. Not as many veteran players like the LA Kings have, but led by a hard-nosed coach there. They only have Hjalmarsson, who's one of their veteran players. He is out. But Philly Kessel, they got Kessel there. Ekman Larson, been a long-time Arizona Coyote. But other than that, they got, Dvorak, Schmaltz, Garland, Chychrun, Hayton, Pitlick, Keller. They got a lot of young guys on this team. So this should be a good game. I would lean to the over 5.5, though. Over 5.5. And as you can tell, I don't like this game because I just said I also lean towards the under first period. It really comes down to the goalie situation. If you guys see Cal Pettersson going, I wouldn't like this over nearly as much. If you see Quick going, I would like the over a lot more. I think the team just knows they're going to have to put some more pucks in the back of the net with Quick and net, LA Kings, and they know this young guy in Pettersson. He's got more horse, in my opinion, than Quick has left in the tank. Yeah, you got to lean Yotes too. That's what our guy V Barry's saying if Quickie's going. So I don't disagree with that either. Arizona, they're playing good hockey right now. Defensively, they've been playing pretty accountable too. Not one of my favorite plays here, guys. That's where we keep. We don't have to bet every game on the board. Sorry, on tongue twister. We don't got the gun to the head saying bet every game, right? So let's just stick to the ones we have. We got 4 games we really like, and one more left to go here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We got 35 minutes deep, and we'll go over the AHL. AHL has been just a real cash grabber. Let's just see what we got going on here. AHL in the month of February, we are 14-17, up 7. What do we got here? Come on, 7.58 units, I believe. We're kicking some ass, taking some names. Bookies are don't like us right now. My limits, I think, have already been shortened. I think I was able to bet the limits. That's the one issue, guys, with AHL. You're not going to be able to bet, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I believe $300-400 max at certain books, maybe even, depending on the book. Hopefully not anything less than 200. That's a disappointment, but you can still make some money in this league. We're 14-7 plus 7.78 units, 37% ROI. So we're really kicking ass, taking names, as we're saying. We'll get to that in a few. Last game on the docket though here, guys. Minnesota Wild, Anaheim Mighty Ducks. We'll call them the Mighty Ducks today. Minnesota, as we were saying, coming off the COVID. Similar to Buffalo, I expect this team to get her going. As I say that, I'm looking at 31st ranked power play, guys. Not the greatest power play by any means in Minnesota. Good penalty kill, 6th best penalty kill in the league, but injury issues here, guys. We got to always take a look at the injuries. And Minnesota have Brodin still out, Soucy out. Those are the two defensemen, so they did get back Dumba. Offensively, they're out without Ludinia. Don't know him. Victor Rask, you guys should know him. And Marco Rossi, sorry. Goaltenders Talbot and Stalock are also out. But this Kakinen, guys, he's been playing some good hockey. He was a really good goalie with the Iowa Wild. I have no issues with Kakinen. I watched him a lot last year. You guys did as well. He played solid in a tough division too. Going up against a team in Anaheim Mighty Ducks here, guys. I call them the Mighty Ducks. 5th ranked penalty kill, 29th power play. So both these teams really do not do anything when they have the man advantage. This is an underplay as well. I'd be leaning towards the first period under, full game under as well. Let's take a look at that one here. First period under. Is it going to be an addition, though? Let's just think about it. 1.86, so money is coming in on the under a bit. 1.86, almost the cutoff, like minus 115. I wouldn't want to go any more on that first period under. And what do we got here? Let's go to the full game. Under is, also 1.86. I don't like, it's tough here, guys. I'm almost still learning here, to be honest myself, is to know when to double up and when not to double up. First period under 1.86. I do like that. Both these teams don't do much. What do you guys think? It's a question for everyone in the chat. Would you double up on an under first period full game, or would you just stick to the full game or first period? And what's your reasoning? DX here in the chat says the problem with any bet involving the Ducks is you need to know if Gibson plays. That's a good point. Just like Blackwood for the New Jersey Devils, that guy's got to go, or else you're in trouble. And I expect Gibson to go here. He had some games off before. I do think Gibson's going. I'm not too worried about that. But DX here, he says you literally can't place bets on the side or total without knowing if he plays, and they screw around announcing starters. Yeah, no, that's very true. That's happened in the AHL too, guys. That's one thing you really got to be careful with. Check beat writers, Twitter, the team's official Twitter accounts. That's pretty much the best. But the thing is, they only give it out 20 minutes before the goddamn game. So kind of leads us down Schitt's Creek without a paddle there. So you got to be definitely careful there. I do expect Gibson and Kakinen, and you know what? They got Talbot here. They got possibly Talbot. So if Talbot's off check what the beat writers are saying there too, guys. If Talbot's off the injury list, the IR, or whatever you want to call it, that has a lot of question marks. This isn't a game I like to bet, in my opinion here. It's another tough one. Same with the LA Kings-Arizona game. I would be looking towards the under, though. Full game. I think both these teams are gonna grind it out. They're both similar teams, beat up on each other. They don't do much in the power play. Good penalty kills. So I'd stick to, just in case it goes over first period. I'd be looking at a lean towards the under. Full game Minnesota Anaheim there, guys, to close out the show. Talbot Gibson full game under. Yeah, exactly, my man. Either or, Talbot or Kakinen going, I would definitely lean towards the under. But if Gibson's not going, could be a great spot for the Minnesota Wild, guys. So that is the NHL card. We're going to go over the AHL here, guys, really quickly. Toronto Marlies and your Manitoba Moose. That's right. Affiliates for the Toronto Maple Leafs, as you guys know, and the Winnipeg Jets. Toronto's won the first two games, but they're without Sandin now, from what I've heard. One of the top defensemen, Rasmus Sandin, got hurt with an ankle injury, so he's going to be out. That's a key spot for Toronto, key player that's going to be out. They don't have the greatest goalie situation right now with the Toronto Marlies. They have about 4 players, and they're going with this Italian guy that's been bounced around the ECHL. So I don't think Toronto's going to win this game, guys. If you I lean towards Manitoba. It's not one of the best bets. There's 3 games. We have 1 best bet on the AHL card here. But Manitoba, I would lean towards Manitoba. Reason being, they they don't want to lose 3 games in a row. They're not that bad of a team. Toronto's also missing a key defenseman here. They have 2 players in Robertson and Lidrin, butchering his name, but they're offensive players in my opinion for Toronto. So Manitoba, Berdin should be going again. If Berdin's not going, just like our guy V. Barry and DX are saying, you got to wait for the goalie confirmation. So if you see Berdin going for Manitoba, we're back in Manitoba. If Berdin is not going for Manitoba, this is a good spot for an over, in my opinion. And that's USA Hockey, or American League Hockey, guys, at your sportsbook. Check that out, guys. 2 more games here: Grand Rapids, Rockford, Grand Rapids Griffins, and the Rockford Ice Hogs. I'm looking at Pat Nagel here, and Tompkins. I can't remember his first name. The 2 goalies for Grand Rapids and Rockford. Tompkins, not a bad goalie, but still a very young goalie. And Nagel is a veteran. He's born in like '86, so he's been around the block for a little while. Both these teams, they haven't won many games in the past. They're not teams that even make the playoffs. So this is a boring game. Could go under. Grand Rapids had the better of the 2, better players of the 2. They they just got Giovanni Smith from the Detroit Red Wings. That's the Grand Rapids Griffins farm team. And the Rockford Ice Hogs have the Chicago Blackhawks as their affiliate. So you can imagine how many players are up from this Rockford team right now on Chicago right now. So got to lean towards Grand Rapids. They're not going to be a best bet, but we lean towards Grand Rapids and the under. Best bet we locked in last night, guys. Utica Comets, Rochester Americans. Utica went last night. We had them as one of our best bets. They kicked ass, took some names, won, I believe, 4-1. And now they're coming back on a back-to-back. Going to be having a guy named Keeley going in net for Utica. And this guy is not a good goalie. I do not like what I've seen from him in the past. I don't like his numbers. I don't like anything about him. And Rochester lost the first game against this Utica team in their opener. Since then, they've won their last 2. They are doing nothing wrong. They're going to have Lukakunen, Swedish guy. He's played, I believe, 1 or 2 games for the Buffalo Sabres last year. He's going to be starting for Rochester. He's a great goalie, a brick wall back there. So look for Rochester beat up on Utica. I got that at plus money, plus 208, plus 108, 2.08 on the decimal. So that's one of the best bets we gave out to our clients there, guys. In the AHL, Rochester Americans on the money line, pull the trigger. We're running hot, 14-7 in the month of February. So there it is, guys. The other game that we're supposed to have 4, but San Jose and Tucson were postponed probably because of the storms going on down there, snowstorms, which is just weird to say. But yeah, guys, that's the show. I'm going to go over the best bets one more time. Thanks for going over everything. V. Barry, hey, got you covered the AHL, my man, from Belleville, Ontario, guys. So we got the Belleville Senators here, not right now, but fingers crossed. Doug Ford, our government here, allow us to have games. You bet your boy Gogi will be front and center at that Belleville Senators games, taking notes and chirping anyone that's not doing their job on the ice. So, yeah, that's everything, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Best bets one more time here in the NHL. We added the New Jersey Devils, Boston Bruins, first period under. I believe that was at 1.9 minus 110. That's the first one, guys. The next addition, I'm going to go to the additions, was the New York Rangers. We like this one. First period against Philly. Come after them early. They got Panarin back. Philly's got a laundry list of injuries. No one decent in the farm system they called up. So first period, New York Rangers. Second play, first best bet from the overnight lines, guys, was the number 3. Let's keep it simple. First one was the under New Jersey Devils. Second one was the New York Rangers. First period. Third one's going to be the New York Rangers first period. Third one's going to be the over and the Islanders, Pittsburgh, 5.5, 1.92. And the last one is going to be the Nashville Predators, Columbus Blue Jackets, over 5.5. And that was at 1.97. I got that at, guys. So that's just going to be the best bets in the NHL. In the AHL, we had Rochester Americans over the Utica Comets. Pulled the trigger. Let's cash some tickets, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back again this Saturday for the next episode of Let's Talk Hockey. Got Gogi Sports. And follow me, guys, on Twitter, Eagle47_ for the latest information on our hockey plays, information, latest shows, Pick City giveaways. We have a lot of giveaways going on as well, guys. So Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back again this Saturday. Best of luck, guys. Cash and tickets. Cheers.